welcome to Mr. D's Happy Hour, where we provide half-price content that you can't make fun of because it's half-priced. So, starting at that.
And he was absolutely covered in like really big spots. So like he went to the doctor and was like, "Hey yo, what's this?" She's like, "It's just mosquito, dog." Nick, my whoa.
Some good sauce, that I can go to the store, buy, and just drink after straight out of the thing. No, it's the Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A. I would get in a sticky mess for that sauce any day, all day.
It may be his podcast, but it's certainly your disaster. What do you mean, different direction? You're the host. You choose the direction. Now, we've gone through our canon event, and now it's my turn to host. I have all the power in this situation. I am God.
Hello, and welcome to the Mr. D's Happy Hour. Tonight, our four lovely gentlemen of the night, starting off with Little Nicky J, aka the Crip Walker himself, followed by Mr. D, a host of the show, the guy, the man, and then finally our wonderful and precious Velociraptor. And by finally, I mean there's me too. I forgot about me.
Yeah.
Hey, boys.
It doesn't really matter too much.
Oh,
I have this thing to where like I think that what I don't have is better than what I have, which it is. But I feel like either way, you're just miserable. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to work. Who wants to go to work? Is anybody happy to really go to work? 8 hours every day?
I mean, some people.
Some
people
are you
who
are
like to
you
go,
happy?
People who like money.
I mean, I'm not sad. I mean, like, I get, like, work's okay.
I like seeing my bank account go up.
Yeah, I I like having that. I like having a good amount of money in my bank.
I mean, it's one of them things, you don't really know what you want. Yeah, I if I didn't work all the time, if I just didn't do anything, I'm like, I had so much stuff that I would get done, but then I'm like, just don't get anything
Would
done.
you?
Exactly. I just don't get anything done. I just sit around and fucking eat pizza and hamburgers and, talk to you guys.
Brownies.
That's it. Yeah,
And
brownies.
that's when you discover
Don't
yourself,
forget-
Mr.
don't forget
D.
the Sea Market brownies.
You know what?
Sea Market brownies.
Yeah, those it's actually the Killer Brownie Company. They make these brownies in this little package that's purple, and they're really phenomenal. Actually, it's one of those things to where if I'm in a bad mood now, it's not because I'm like tired or something. It's because my sugar's low. My sugar's low. I need a brownie, and when I get that brownie, I'm happy. A brownie and a big old Coke, just tanking down all that sugar. How do you get diabetes? Is that it?
Is it Central Market? No.
No, it's the freaking work thing.
So, Sea Market, for context, is the snack shop at our location of work. Well, my old location of work and Dylan's current location of work. It is the snack shop, and it has a lot of different nicknames. Some people call it the Snack Shack, Sea Market, the
mini Walmart. It's it's the place you get all your amenities. Your sugar, your
yeah,
spices.
I know they have
like
that.
they have like the great value.
Yeah, and they charge like $8 for everything.
Yeah.
It's really expensive, but we pay it. You got to shovel over your money sometimes when you're hungry, and you just got to do it.
Force you to work 8 hour or 12-hour shifts, followed by, hey, pay us so you can eat.
Yeah, pay us so you can eat. But you know what? I actually have a question for you guys because I want to know if it's just me with this issue or if it's like everybody with this issue. If you go to like, a mall, a place of buying stuff and you're passing by the food court and people are giving out like free samples, like this poor Chinese man was trying to hand me like a piece of orange chicken. And, I took it because, he was very insistent and I would feel awkward if I just like said no. I kind of feel bad to not like buy a whole meal after that. You know what I'm saying? So like I went back to that guy and bought a whole meal of orange chicken just because he gave me a free sample. Do you guys feel that same way? Somebody's forcing something on you. You just gotta fucking do it, right?
I
No.
don't feel that
Just
way.
peer pressure is.
No. I mean, you gotta feel bad for the guy. I mean, he's giving out free sample. He's trying to get his business going.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that, but
I mean, if it's good, I'll get it. But it's like, I think like all the different. I mean, this isn't me like. I don't know how to say this without it coming off as racist.
Oh wow.
But
Oh wow. Maybe you should say it.
Oh my god.
it's
all
really
the-
good. I've been working on editing.
all of the restaurants there that have Asian food,
Yeah.
they all taste the same there.
No, it
At the mall.
doesn't.
At the mall, yes. Every orange chicken is the same there.
Have you tasted every orange chicken?
I have. I've went to every
I
single
don't
different
believe
one.
you.
The 3 different ones that are in there. And it tasted the exact same.
Don't believe you.
Swear to God.
Malarkey.
I mean,
It
orange
is not malarkey.
orange chicken's just not very good as it is. It's just fucking pieces of chicken dipped into a vat of like fucking sugar. I mean, if we're being fair here, like it's not very good. Like I'm not really a big fan of it. I hated the orange chicken. I actually threw it all away. Shout out to that guy. But I
What an
gave him
asshole.
I gave him my money. I gave him money. That's all he wanted. He wanted my money, and I gave it to him. And it's all good now.
Unbelievable.
And you guys talk about peer pressure, but you want to know what happened to
What?
me one time? I was at the mall
What?
in Louisville, and there was some Chinese people doing a massage parlor kind of thing. And I was done Christmas shopping, and I walked by this massage parlor, and they just drug us in. They just drug us in there, and they started massaging us. And I was like, maybe this is a free sample. And you know
Was it the
what?
happy ending.
It wasn't the happy ending because it was in a mall, and I don't think they do that there. But all of a sudden, they
Maybe
just
this
started
is a
putting
free
hot
sample.
rocks on us. They just started doing all that, and I'm like, I'm not really a fan of this. Please get off me. But I couldn't really say it. And then at the end of it, they charged me like $150, and I was like, you know what? I think I have a court case here. I was drug into this place. I was touched in all kinds of ways I didn't like, and now you're charging me for it. And then after that, they were like, tip. We need a tip. I was like, no, you don't need no tip. I wasn't satisfied.
I lost my light. Roger's thing went out, so I lost all the light from my face.
Oh, what went out? Oh
Your
shit!
camera. Yeah.
Your animation went out.
What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. I just know like yours thing went out, then my face went completely dark. I lost all the light from my
Wait,
face.
so you use Roger as your light?
Yeah.
I am his ring light.
You
I am
cheap,
the light of his life.
you cheap bastard.
Are you still recording, Dylan?
Yes, buddy.
There you
Well,
go. There's the unknown that Nick was talking about.
yeah, that's the
Oh
unknown.
yeah, I meant to look
Except face and stuff, it's normal face.
Oh, that's
which
what I
guess
can
kinda
game.
like facing. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of pretty much, yeah.
There you go.
Except it has less hair. It's a little hairless.
Were you guys ever
Shit.
scared of Slender Man? Did Slender
Oh,
Man?
dude, I was terrified of him in middle school.
There you go. That's yours.
Did he ever like actually get under your guys' like scary skin? Did he actually get you like spooked?
I
My
don't
scary
like-
skin?
Your scary skin, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's
okay, so that
fucking
reminds me-
scary. That looks just
So-
like Nick.
Alright, shut up for a second, okay? This actually reminded me of like a terrifying. I think I talked about this on the podcast before, but I was spending the night at my grandparents. This was like back when I was absolutely terrified of Slender Man,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was in the middle of the night. I was sleeping good, and all of a sudden I woke up, and I swear to God, like I just heard like this just loud banging like on the like front door. And like I was sitting there freaking out, and I was like, "What in the hell?" Because like where my grandparents live. They live out in the middle of Butt Crack, nowhere. It's
Yeah.
the countryside. So you look out into the backyard at nighttime, and it's just like an endless void of darkness. So you don't know what's out there. And so I swear to God, like I thought, like with me being scared of like thinking Slender Man was real and being freaking terrified of him at the time, I thought I was like, this is it. I'm dead. Like he like if I go investigate. I'm dead. So I just laid there like hoping it would stop, and it just like it did not. Like it went on for like an hour. Like this just
Nick
loud
is
like
gonna
obnoxious,
pass
like, knocking.
away.
And like I don't know, like I asked my grandparents about it the next morning. They said they didn't hear a thing, and I was just like, "What the hell happened then?" Because I swear to God, like I just heard like this just knocking,
What happened?
and it's just I don't know. To this day, it haunts me still because I don't know what was at the door.
Okay, yeah, but you're like one of those people that you
Like,
can
I
get
don't know.
real riled up really easy because like I remember that when you were home alone and your parents were on vacation and you were in your current house right now, I literally like got you so riled up because like I said that yeah, like once I left I was just gonna stand in your back door and like creep around and like stare at you and like you got so fucking freaked out because of it. Like I don't know, you don't do good.
Oh no, because you saying that made me paranoid of like someone else actually doing it.
Because I was like, what are you gonna
That's
do
what
if you
made
just
me
walk out of
paranoid.
your room and somebody's just standing there staring at you through the glass window door? I don't know. But what are you
Yeah,
really
like-
gonna do? You're screwed, man. You don't have any self-defense techniques. What are you gonna do? Throw
Brother,
your afro at him?
Brother, I keep a freaking pow in my drawer. What
No,
do you
no,
mean?
you don't. What is it? A Nerf gun? You know,
No.
don't fucking lie to me.
I am a
Pow-pow.
certified concealed carrier. Thank you.
The
very
fact
much.
that you
License
call
is
it a-
what you mean.
I feel like the fact that you call it a pow pow means it should be revoked.
Yeah, take that
Look,
gun away.
I'm trying to make it YouTube safe, okay? YouTube would strike us if I used the real words.
You just said racist stuff in the beginning of the episode. What are you talking about?
I was sitting there trying to figure out to where what sour because I didn't mean it in a racist way. I was just saying that like all the restaurants there that serve Asian food taste the same at the mall. How's that supposed to like come off in a good way?
I'm sorry. I'll take it back.
Well,
You're right.
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah, you take it back, you freaking jerk. Always trying to pick me out to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
You shut your mouth. All right.
Yeah.
You shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Why is this
Sound
the
like
happy hour is always bully Nick hour? It's
Yeah,
not even a happy hour.
because
It's just
that's
a
what-
gang up on Nick and bully him.
That's what
hour.
makes us happy. That's what makes us happy inside when we see
doesn't
you all
make me
riled up.
happy.
Yeah, it's actually a really fantastic thing. You put us all in a good
really is.
mood.
We thank you for it.
Yeah, we
For
thank
your
you.
service.
We thank you, Nicholas.
This is assault, harassment.
This is assault.
It's all.
No, this is Pepper.
Oh, this is Patrick.
Yeah.
I've actually I've been in this really degenerate well, not degenerate. It's actually not degenerate at all. It's just
You are a degenerate.
it's just, yeah, I know that's why I said degenerate because I was in it. But it was a Facebook group or whatever, and it's actually like it's just like a bunch of like liminal spaces or whatever. And being from the Midwest, I think everything during nighttime is just liminal space. But I really think liminal spaces are really cool. I've got a really big interest
Brother,
into
we're the
them.
Mid East.
Mid-East. I'm sorry. I apologize. Same thing. Mid Kentucky. Can I say that? Is that better
But
for you?
Kentucky's on the east side.
Where is the Midwest?
In the Midwest.
Oh my god. Anyways,
He's got a point.
he doesn't have a point. He never has a point. He's just a troll. That's what he is. He's a big fucking troll.
You're just mad.
Yeah, you're mad because I pointed you out on your false geographical skills.
I don't have any geographical. I literally have a map in front of me, and I literally didn't know that. But I don't know. I don't know where I was going
Anyways,
with that.
continue on with your
My liminal space talk.
yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was cool because you go out in the middle of the night, nobody's standing out there. It's one of them things to where it's not creepy, but it is.
Oh my God, Roger.
That looks like you're.
Wow. Up here behind the curtain. I'm doing something.
Have you? Okay, so I follow this page now. All my lights gone.
Sorry.
So I follow this. I follow this page on TikTok and Instagram, and it's called Scenic Pisses. And basically, it's like.
Okay, well you're fucking degenerate. I'm not. I was talking about liminal spaces. I call that's fucking degenerate
All
right there.
Hold
All
on.
right,
Wait,
fucking-
you said it just reminded me of that because like it's basically like these guys like obviously don't show their wiener, but they just like like wherever like is scenic, like they'll be up in the mountains or like up somewhere like that's like a better version of like the lookout on Butler, and overlooking like a big city that's like cool as fuck or something. They'll just be sitting there pissing. That's why it's called Scenic Pisses. It's because it's like in like a beautiful scenery, and they're taking a piss there. It's like just epic. Like, tell me, would you not feel cool as fuck pissing on top of a mountain?
I mean, my fat ass ain't climbing to the top of a mountain unless it has one of them fucking escalators or whatever they're called to take you up there. But I don't know. Do you think you could ever climb a mountain? Could you ever see
Hell
yourself
yeah.
doing that?
I mean, I don't see myself doing it, but if I ever, was invited and like we got the boys together and did like a mountain climbing trip,
Who
I
the
would do
fuck
it.
has time and money to just sit there and fucking climb a mountain? Like,
lot of people.
who wants what's that big mountain called? Mount Everest. Like, who the fuck has the time and resource? Who wants to climb a mountain? You could do so many things in your life, but you're like, I want to climb a mountain and I want to make that my
Well, it's
big
the same
thing.
as hiking.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
Mountain climbing is not the same as hiking. You're sitting there with two fucking picks trying to get up to the top
You're
of the mountain.
hiking up a mountain.
You're not hiking. You're
versus hiking up a
climbing.
trail. I mean, the term is just climbing. You're not actually, sitting there, clawing your way up the mountain.
Yes, you literally are, bro. That's literally what they do.
There are trails that you go up on Everest. You don't actually go rock climbing.
No, I could have swore you have to like rock climb at
Yes.
some points of it. You can just like
No.
we can walk all the way up Mount Everest.
It's
Yes.
brother, it's at an incline, so you can go up. That's how mountains are. They're not like this. They're like this.
Okay, but like I don't know. I could do. No, I couldn't do that. I take it. When I climb up the stairs to like go upstairs, I literally run out of breath. So I'm not gonna say that I could do that. That would probably take a lot of energy and work.
Dylan, you're precious. You know that.
Fuck, but rock climbing though, like free rock climbing, that shit's scary. Could you fucking imagine? When I was a young boy and I went to like this Boy Scout function where we went to like one of those indoor rock climbing places, I couldn't even get up off the ground. I mean, I was trying, but man, my arms just couldn't do it. And then you're sitting there without something to like, catch you if you fall. That's scary. And then when I was actually doing it and I actually made some traction, I got up halfway up the wall. I realized I wasn't buckled in all the way, and I almost lost my like sanity there. I freaked out. I was like, if I fall, it's over.
Guess what? If you didn't look, you would have made it to the top. You wouldn't have ever lost your crap. and
That's
you would've made it
bullshit,
to the
man.
top.
That's not true at
It's
all.
not bull crap. You psyched yourself out, brother. It's all a mindset. That's all life is. It's a mindset. And you let the false mindset get to you. You psyched yourself out into climbing that wall.
It's called reality, brother. It's called, if you fall, you're dead.
It's just a mindset.
No, it's
It's just a
not.
mindset, brother. It is.
Is that how you live your entire life? You're just like, I'm not even gonna think about the bad things that could possibly happen. I'm just gonna go full throttle and do it.
Exactly right. Balls to the wall, brother.
And I like that. I respect you for that. Thank you. I'm gonna start living my life like that.
That's right.
What are you laughing at?
Yeah, nothing.
Oh wait, my light's back.
What about you, Roger? What have you been doing? What have you been playing? You got into any new levels in your game you've been playing called Destiny? I guess that's what you play.
I've actually taken a little bit of a hiatus from Destiny.
Oh, I see.
You'll never get
I know what he's been playing.
What you been playing, bud?
the Helldivers game with Nick and Nathan.
I thought you hated water.
You're not diving into the ocean, brother.
It's called Helldivers. What do you think? I thought,
Doesn't.
It's like you know what, like ODST, right?
is it really?
Yeah.
Is that
You
cocaine
like
around my
get a
mouth?
dump on. What? Oh, why?
I couldn't tell if that was
fuck! I
like crack
chroma
or
keyed
coke.
the background for this, the transparent background for this. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Let me fix
It
this.
got my lips.
I like that makeup,
Yeah.
man.
That looks kind of.
It looks like it was like crack or like cocaine around my lips.
There you go.
Yeah.
Much better. I kind of didn't realize that magenta
I'm
was
just
the
red
poor
now.
color choice because it's your lips. I just use what I use for my actual model. Well, shoot, that was kind of weird.
I mean, that face you're making in that picture kind of looks like you've been sucking on a crack rock, so it kind of helps.
That's not very nice of you, sir.
That it's absolutely nice. It's Nick.
I went green. Let's see how that goes. There we go. For some reason, it's not. There we go. I guess I have to talk louder. It's the only way for it to light up. I turned Nick into a PNG tuber. There you go.
I'm a fan.
Well, I missed myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off and put myself back up on there. I'm sorry, Nick,
Dang.
but I have to return.
It's okay. I'll forgive you.
I also missed you.
Thanks, dude.
So
Thanks.
so Blake, what's new in the world of the internet? You always got all the fucking cool updates, all the cool stuff going on. You always know what's up.
Well, where do I begin?
Oh, so there's actually a lot to talk about. Fantastic, because I don't have
Yeah.
anything to talk about, so that is
I
amazing.
got stuff to talk about.
Oh shit.
First of all, pictures for the first photo of the new Borderlands movie
Movie?
has been released.
They're making
Yes.
a movie. Did we
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about this and I just forget?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
And the photo doesn't look bad.
Is it
Oh,
cartoony?
we have very opposite opinions of that. I think it looks like shit.
What?
Like I think I've seen piles of dog shit that look better than that.
Editor's note: please throw up a picture.
For notice, I only noticed Claptrap and the what's his face? The guys with the mask. What's his name?
Psycho.
Yeah, and him. Psycho.
Claptrap look good,
Claptrap and
but-
the Psycho. Psycho looks great.
but everyone else looks like it looks like crap.
I don't know. Psycho looks really good.
Well, that's why I said Psycho and Claptrap look good.
I didn't hear you say
Everyone
Psycho.
What the
else like crap.
fuck? Kevin Hart's in it?
Yeah, he's rolling.
Bobby
didn't know-
Lee?
Kevin Hart is.
Yes.
I
Yes.
didn't know. I didn't know that was Kevin Hart.
Jack Black is Claptrap for real?
Yeah, he was casted like over 12 years ago.
Get out
That's
of
when they
here.
announced this movie and did the casting.
That's gonna be pretty good though. That's like Blackjack as Claptrap. I feel like it's gonna be good.
No shit.
This poster does not look that great.
Do you say Blackjack?
Probably.
See, I think
Blackjack.
Jack Black has the personality for Claptrap, but I don't know. It's just the voice, because like that's like that's one of the iconic things about Claptrap is his voice.
Uh,
I mean, they'll
It's-
probably pitch him up.
it's from the producer of Uncharted, Venom, and Spider-Man. Which Spider-Man?
Yeah, that the Amazing Spider-Man probably.
I think so.
Oh, apparently the new Spider-Man is awful. And
Madam Web. Yeah.
25.8 million opening weekend.
That ain't
It
bad.
is the.
That's more
it is
money
the
than I
wor-
have.
Well, yeah, bet more than all of us, hardworking people. But like, for big movie standards, that's like water.
I'm sorry. How much did you say that they made the opening weekend?
25.8. That was the number I saw. I don't know if it's
Uh,
or if
they-
it's updated since then.
It took 80 million, possibly more, to make. So, definitely not doing good.
No.
I think people thought if they had those famous actors that they would flock towards it.
I saw an interview. I think
What
it,
are
I don't know who it was. I don't even know this chick. But they were asking her questions about like just like Spider-Man stuff, and she didn't have a sing. I don't know if it was just her trying to be funny and joking around.
Was it
She
the
didn't
chick
have a
with dark
sing-
hair?
Yeah,
Dakota Johnson. She plays Madam Web.
she didn't have a freaking clue. I was like, you'd think you'd have a little bit of a clue if you're in a Spider-Man movie connected to the MCU.
I will say there was one thing. I'm guessing you guys don't care about spoilers.
I don't. I'm sure Roger does. I'm never gonna watch it.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the cast list and I zoned out.
Do you care about spoilers for this movie?
For Borderlands?
No,
No,
sorry,
for,
for Madam Web.
See, that's how far back I was. I was still.
He was- I mean, to be fair, I was still on the Borderlands too.
Yeah, I think-
I probably do honestly, because I really like Madam Web's character
Okay,
from like the OG animated one.
Good
then I
lord.
won't say anything.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Actually, it says here, it's up to 40 million on how much it's made. I think. Look.
Really, Kevin Hart them.
Yeah.
I love that so much. It really makes me happy on the inside.
This is gonna be like the Jungle Book remake, or not Jungle Book, Jumanji, or whatever it's
Who
called.
who's Jamie Lee Curtis playing? I just saw her on there.
Oh, well, she's the scientist chick. I can't think of her
Tannis?
name.
She's Tannis.
It is Tannis.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's a good fit.
Kevin Hart, though, for one of the most serious characters in the game, his joke is that he is the serious one, and he's fucking Kevin Hart.
Brother, he's an actor for a reason. I mean, he's gonna have to.
I mean, he's an actor, but
Maybe
he's
not.
so. But are they gonna like
Go ahead.
do some movie magic to like play with the height thing? Because Roland's pretty tall. Kevin Hart's not.
I didn't even think about that. Actually, I think Dwayne the Rock Johnson would have been a better fucking pick for that.
Who knows what
I
they're
like The
doing.
Rock. The Rock can only play one character.
And,
The Rock.
and that's The Rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he plays The Rock.
Ain't that the truth?
Imagine having a personality so much that like you could just make your personality anything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
I mean, that's the same as Ryan Reynolds too.
Don't you dare
Yeah.
talk shit about Ryan Reynolds.
I mean, name one role where he's not a sarcastic jerk.
You know what? You got me there. But they always cast him to be a sarcastic jerk.
Because that's what he's good at.
Yeah.
He just happens to be very good at it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dylan, have you played Helldivers at all?
No, I haven't even seen nothing on. I haven't even seen a frame of it. I don't even know what that.
we,
That's
we
why.
figured that much. You thought it was in the ocean.
Yeah, I thought it was in the ocean. I just kind of assumed that. I asked Nick earlier if it was like Subnautica, and he's like, "No, it's a little bit better than Subnautica." And I was like,
That's not at all what I said. I said it's nothing like Subnautica.
Well, you didn't say it
You're
wasn't the
like-
fucking ocean. You didn't explain that, bud. That would have
I did
helped.
say that.
No, you didn't.
I was like, for starters, it's not in the ocean.
Well, I guess I have a bad memory, or you have a bad memory.
It is a phenomenal game.
It's
I
very
love
fun.
it.
It is.
It's like crack.
It is some of the most fun. Honestly, for me, besides like the gameplay, it's the sound design that just.
Oh yeah, everything sounds just like meaty.
It's Helldivers 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Futuristic nom.
Their first game apparently only sold about 10,000 copies.
Yeah, that's why they never expected.
Dylan, this
Yeah,
is
to do
also the
this.
studio that made Magica.
Oh, cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Nick told me about that. He was looking at their site and he mentioned Magica. I was like, boy, fucking howdy. Arrowhead
That's cool.
Studios.
That's why it's a good game.
Yeah.
Is it a PC exclusive game?
PC and
PlayStation,
PlayStation.
PC.
PlayStation.
Literally everyone that is playing the game is like begging for it to come there. Like Xbox and the people playing it are like, give it to Xbox, please. Like we need Xbox on this. So
It would be
who
great,
knows?
but I don't know if it'll ever happen because it's a Sony published title.
I would like to see it happen because I think this would be the killer to the final like straw and like the ending console war.
Wasn't it you guys that told me that the Xbox was giving up on the console war? Was that a thing?
There was it?
Yeah, they were
There-
just discontinuing the releases of Xboxes.
What the hell? So this is the last Xbox that's coming out then?
Yeah, at least
They,
the last planned one.
Damn.
They debunked that at their little thing.
Yeah,
At
what
their
was,
conference or whatever. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, what was the news on that?
I know I can't remember what games they announced, but they announced some games. They announced that they're working on a digital version of the Series X. I think like some kind of like portable version of the Series S. I don't know, like some kind of like other version of the Series S too. I can't remember what, but it was just things that like being like, hey, this is our future plans. Like it wasn't really like any like, hey, this is what's this is what we're doing tomorrow. They
So
just announced some stuff for Game Pass and
so the Xbox One came out 2013. The Xbox Series X came out in 2020. And so, are they already talking about a new generation of consoles? Is that a thing I saw? Is that a thing that's
I
actually
know
happening?
Sony's already talking about it. They said the PS5 is already at the end of its life cycle.
Because that's
Yeah,
kind of
it's-
fucking crazy. That's like,
Really?
yeah, that's insane. Because a lot of people had just recently been able to like get them in the past year or two.
hey,
So I mean, that's kind of insane.
on the bright side, it's kind of normal for stuff to be backwards compatible. So if you still buy a PS5, you're probably good for a while. Even
yeah,
if they
for
do
sure.
stop, because it's not like they're gonna stop supporting it with like security updates and stuff for a long time.
Yeah. There's no way. Huh. Ooh, and other news that I've been seeing, there have been, I don't know what you really call it, like clip art of it's Batman Beyond. If you guys have ever watched that.
All the movie.
That- Yeah, there's been I don't know if some company's trying to make it, but there's been some pictures going around of like how it would look, and hot diggity dog.
It looks good. It kind of reminds me it's like a
Spider-Verse.
yeah.
looks like
It's
Spider-Verse.
like a weird cross between like the old animation style for Batman Beyond and like Spider-Verse.
Wow, it really
That's pretty
does.
cool.
That looks really good.
Yeah,
it's
it
cool
looks
looking.
sick.
Throw some pictures up there. Well, I mean, I don't know much about Batman. I've never been big on DC. It's never been a big thing for me. Never could get into it.
I just watched Batman Beyond as a kid, and it was great.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the Arkham games. That was like my really
Great
big
games.
thing, like my big Batman thing for me was
Great
the Arkham
games.
games.
Did you guys like that first Joker movie that came out with the
Joaquin
Phoenix guy?
Phoenix?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've seen clips of it, but I haven't watched the whole thing.
I've never seen it to this day.
I think it's a very good movie. I legitimately enjoyed it. It's different. Like if you're going at it expecting it to be a like
It's not a superhero movie.
yeah, it's not
Very
a
far
superhero
from
movie.
removed from that.
Yeah. But like if you go to it just like expecting the Joker, not the supervillain portion of it, then oh boy, how do you get it?
It's just like
Crazy.
all that stuff is like, for me, it's so much better when it's not like fucking flashed up with superhero stuff. I don't know.
They were too saturated with superhero stuff.
I think that's why I really like the Robert Pattinson's Batman so much. Is
It was so good.
I thought it was like because like it was like a movie Batman that we haven't gotten. It was pretty much full detective. It had fighting and that kind of stuff, but like that wasn't like the whole movie where he's fighting the whole time and then there's some drama and then he's fighting again. It's like it was mainly focused on him and his detective skills, which I like really thoroughly enjoyed.
Because it's almost like that's what he is, the world's greatest detective.
Oh wow.
I don't get it because this new Joker, the new one with Lady Gaga, is gonna be a fucking musical, and I don't know how that's gonna fucking sit with like how the first one was. I've never been a fan for musicals. It always fucking gets me out of it. But
I have a feeling it's not going to be like a musical in like the musical sense. You know? Like I feel like it's going to have some twisted thing about it.
it's got to. It can't just be a fucking regular musical. That would be.
I mean, you know the music. I mean, you know that it's going to be popping because it's got Lady Gaga.
Well, I mean,
And she can sing her heart out, especially if it's like classical stuff. Woo! I don't know if you guys have ever heard her sing like classical stuff or jazz. Dear Lord, she can sing.
I wasn't gonna be worried about how it would sound. That's just like musicals in general. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
We
Especially
shall see.
with a movie that was already established the way it was, you just want something that was not so fucking different than what it was in the beginning. I don't know. They're
I don't
straight.
know. It may be good for him to, really try something different.
Yeah.
Honestly, the two things that only like I can't imagine anything else. Mainly because I don't know her other stuff, but the only two things that come to mind from when I hear Lady Gaga is either Bad Romance or Poker Face.
Poker Face.
Right.
Yeah.
No, she's
Like,
actually she's classically trained. It's like sing classical music and all that fun stuff. No, let's look
Pretty
up.
cool.
Yeah, look up her singing with Tony Bennett. It's
Interesting.
yeah. Like you won't believe it's her. Let's see here. What else is there? Did you guys ever watch that show Good Luck Charlie on Disney?
Oh, I know exactly what you're about to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that show.
So, for context to everyone out there was the show on Disney. What year was that? That was like,
Oh, it was like mid 2000s.
yeah, it was like 2010, somewhere around there. It was
Yeah.
literally, it was just about a family and like all of their troubles. But they had this baby sister who I think she was probably,
She was Charlie.
yeah, she was like I want to say she was like 1 years old till probably like 4 or 5 for how long the show went.
Yeah, she was pretty much toddler.
And the whole premise of the show was that they just recorded like a video at the end, and it was like their advice to her for whenever she grows up. Hence the good luck Charlie is what they would say at the end of every episode. And the main character, who's played by, let me look her up.
Yeah, I can't think of it. It's Daisy something, isn't it?
Nah, Bridget Mendler.
Oh, I don't know why I was
So
thinking Daisy.
she kind of plays that. It's like she's a cross between the nerdy blonde and the dumb blonde. It's really weird. But she recently just became the CEO and launched her own company of a space data startup. Which seeing that headline in her, it's like it just doesn't add up in my head that was her.
Well, apparently she went to. Oh, it wasn't Harvard. It was maybe MIT.
Jim Mendler. Let's look here.
That took like a
They talking
fucking
about-
360 turn because I was not expecting to hear that. I thought you were gonna
It's
say
like-
they were
it's
like
like-
rebooting it or something. I didn't think they were gonna...
She wow.
She went to 2 really big tech schools. I know,
So
I can't
she-
remember which ones though.
So she earned a degree in anthropology from the University of Southern Carolina. Then she went to MIT for a graduate program. And she enrolled in Harvard. She completed her graduate degree at MIT and started working on her PhD while she was there. So she was enrolled at both Harvard and MIT at the same time.
That's insane.
Wow.
Was that after the show?
Oh yeah. This was
yeah.
recently.
Man, good for her.
How old is she?
She is 31.
Damn. I guess you really can do anything with your life. 31, doing all that. That gives me hope, man. I'm not so worried anymore.
I mean, I imagine she freaking went nonstop since after the show.
I'm gonna pull a
That is
360 like that. I'm gonna do the same fucking thing. You watch. I'm gonna show you, motherfuckers.
He's like, you watch, boy. See what happens to me.
I'm gonna go to space.
What happened to the rest of the cast? I think the rest of them are like.
I think they're getting back together for like another like
Wow.
I don't know another show or like kind of like a spin-off or something.
What, Blake? What was that dumbass show that we fucking watched? And we just would like sit there and watched at my dad's house. It was like Young and Hungry or something like that.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know what was so stupid about that was that okay, for context, this show was like me and Blake's show. For some reason, we were just sitting on the couch. We were bored as hell, and we just wanted to watch something. So we started this fucking stupid Disney Channel type show called Young and Hungry, and we got into it, and we were really into it for no good reason because the show was not good at all, and Blake ended up watching the rest of it without me, and so I never finished
Wow.
it.
I did.
This is a sad story.
My ex-girlfriend was really into the show. Well, I think we started watching it, Dylan, as I started talking to her. And then she was like, "Oh, I love that show." So I started watching it with her. I'm pretty sure that's the
I mean,
routed.
that should break bro code right there. I mean, you start a show together with your boys. You don't finish
I
that
know.
show without your boys, all right?
And it was not a good show.
No, it
at
wasn't.
all.
I mean, it was good enough for you to fucking finish it, I guess.
So I don't know why you guys saying the title of that Young and Hungry reminded me of the title of another show that I used to watch as a kid. But do you guys remember Mr. Meaty?
Oh my god. Yes.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom while you talk about this.
Okay, fucking-
I don't even remember any. I don't remember a single episode, but I just remember it being so ugly. But for some reason, I was so into it.
Nick, I love you so much, but that looks like me and you.
It really does. Me and Dylan, Mr. Meaty.
Yeah. What the fuck was this? This is a flashbang. I
don't
remember
even
this show. I
What it
don't.
was about.
It looks like they're working in a burger joint.
Yeah, they work at some like burger store. It was like but I don't remember a single thing about the show.
I have
The
to rewatch this.
I think
the
I remember like they put like a thing like a pile of beef or something in like a microwave or something. It ended up coming alive. I think I remember that. I could be making that up, but
That show gave
That
me a
sounds
horrible
right.
fear of tapeworms.
Nick,
Why?
Nick, the fact that
There was
this
an
is like
episode on it.
this is the show you think of, Nick, explains so much about your personality and who you are today.
Is it? It's like
dude, Mr. Meaty lives in my head rent free. Honestly,
you can make so
Like,
many
just-
cursed
just
things
what
with
they look like.
claymation. I mean, the fucking I don't know. Do they even still make shit like claymation? Is that a thing people still do?
Rarely. Very, very rarely.
It's very expensive to make.
well, hell,
Yeah.
that one company that does solely claymation, they're I think we talked about before, their factory or whatever that they get the clay from.
Yeah, there's only one factory that makes the clay that can handle being under like heat lamps, and it's like studio lamps, and they're shutting down.
What a fucking
Sadly.
that's sad, man.
Now I'm just looking at old shows.
The end of an age of animation.
End of the fucking age of clay, man. Mr.
Now
Meaty
we'll
no
just
more.
get AI to animate and claymation for us.
You know what? You're right. AI's better. We don't need to be doing all that shit.
AI
That's too
will
much
make the
fucking
next-
work.
Wallace and Gromit.
Watch it.
Yeah, I'll refuse.
Or refuse. Let's see here.
Are all
When
these?
we talk about AI, do you guys have like the moral like line in the sand about AI?
When it comes to certain things, like for the Wallace and Gromit, like the claymation thing, for example, like I feel like if AI did, that kind of takes away not the purpose. Like what made claymation so special was like the process that went into making it. You know?
So if it was the same people, the same animators, same writers, everyone was the same, but you found out later in life that all the Wallace and Gromit shorts and stuff were not hand animated. They're not actual clay models. They were all AI. Would you feel less magic knowing that now?
I would still appreciate like what they've created, but I think it's like you said, it's like a dying art kind of.
Yeah, well, like in this hypothetical, it's like all the Wallace and Gromit things that you've ever seen in your life. You find out to now, just very moment, that it's all a lie. It's not claymation.
To me, it would lose its magic. Like, 'cause, you know, that
yeah.
was like, I wouldn't feel as special because, you know, I mean, to me, you know, it's like, it feels like that's just, even though they did all the writing and stuff, yeah, they put the effort into it, but, you know, it's like, the clay animation is just, I don't know, it's one of those things where it's like,
It's like for me, it's like a great example being like watching how do I put this? Like whenever I watch an anime, for example, where I can tell, like even in just little details or something, that like you can tell that an animator sat there and took his time to create this shot. You know, like I know me personally, I appreciate that, especially as someone. I mean, of course, I haven't done like a ton of editing or any of that stuff, but like knowing how long it takes me just to do the simplest of things, thinking about how long, like all these hours that they put into it, it just kind of it adds an appreciation to it, I guess you could say. And then them doing that claymation, it kind of like to me, it makes me think, oh, like every time I see them, like, oh, these guys have these painstaking hours having to adjust these little clay guys like piece by piece. Now, like if I learned that an AI like did all the animation, yeah, I'd be pretty upset. I would. I think it would lose its magic for sure.
This might be old nerdy of me, but I also liked watching the behind the scenes stuff of like how they talked about how they did like all of, like the movie like for like in the bonus clips or the bonus section or whatever in the movie. 'Cause, you know, I still buy discs. Bonus features, that's what it's called. I always liked watching the director commentary and like all the people that mess with the clay and stuff, how they came up with the designs and like just how like they worked on it and that kind of stuff. Because I felt like that's what, as a kid, like I don't know, to me it was just really interesting. That's like what really brought the movie to life for me.
That's fair. I kind of feel like it's one of those things to where if you have like that's a different time and that's in the past, and if you have new tools available to you to like be able to use to like make things better, and if you can like you can use it to help craft an even better product than before, as long as it isn't mass produced, then like I don't really see a problem with that. Like if it makes the artist's job easier and you're using it as a good tool and you're not just sitting there like, you know, throwing shit out that is of less value, then I don't really see a problem with using AI.
Yeah.
Like
use it as a tool, not as the main source of production.
and I don't think that AI, like maybe it might be, and I might be wrong, but I don't think AI is ever going to be like the main source of something. You know, like it can do a lot of stuff and it will get better, but you're still going to have to like, you know, help it. You're going to have to use it as a tool. It's never going to be the fucking thing. I don't know. It can
I don't know, just seeing how it's progressed in the past year, I would say it'd be more than a tool in years to come. Just seeing how it's progressed in the past year alone.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would agree with it never being the main source of a media.
Fair enough.
Because there are already projects in the work that are completely done in AI, and people sit there and watch them. And you showed me that fucking AI SpongeBob shit, and people, like thousands of people, were sitting there for hours.
Yeah.
Just feeding it crap to say.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a good point. That's an extremely good point. Here's one of the things that like it kind of made me feel old because you guys remember whenever like smartphones kind of like were still not that great and like the voice to text thing, like every time you'd like say something like it wouldn't actually be what you had said and it was just shitty. Well, I went through the McDonald's drive-through and they're using that to like, you know, take your fucking order. And I'm like, this is horrible. And then, you know, you actually sit there and you don't like just like flat out say what you want and you just like have actual conversation with it and it understands exactly what the fuck like you want. Like, I don't know if somebody's in the drive-through like pressing buttons or whatever, and I'm sure they are. But if it's like, I don't know, I just think it's so cool how much that's progressed. It's just one of those things that makes me feel old because I remember how shitty it used to be back in the day, like 2011. Like nobody wanted to use voice to text.
Now there are people who only text with voice to text.
Yep.
Like they got something going on with their hands or...
It's handy, that's for sure.
That actually reminds me, there's this guy at work. He uses like voice commands on his phone. So like you'll just hear him in the night going like screenshot, scroll.
Get the fuck out of here.
Screenshot. Like, I swear to God. I swear to God.
Yeah, and isn't that great that it works these days?
I thought it was funny because like you just hear him just in the other room just screenshot, scroll,
Screenshot.
screenshot.
Taking a lot of screenshots. What he's scrolling through.
Screenshot.
Oh, I was just an example because there's one night he was trying to get screenshots, so he kept saying screenshot. Because he just wanted to show it off.
Remember the freaking Xbox connection?
Oh, my God.
Where you had to say Xbox every time you wanted to fucking do something.
I remember seeing the troll videos on YouTube where when people had it like their TV speakers turned up, so like someone in the lobby would say Xbox turn off. They would turn their Xbox off.
It still works. There are some people who still have that shit enabled.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
It's just with this whole like technology thing and things getting like better, it's one of those things to where when you think about it, like our grandparents and stuff, like when they were young, like they probably were still using porta potties, like the outhouses and stuff. Like we've came a long fucking way.
brother, plumbing has been around since like the late 1800s.
Well, I'm talking about my grandparents because my grandparents weren't really that, fucking wealthy and stuff like that. So like it was still around. Like, I don't
We
know.
were too poor to afford the toilet,
They were pretty poor. But
and we were proud of it.
you guys know what I'm saying. Like fucking before we didn't even have a fucking cell phone. Now we have these fucking phones that can do literally everything a goddamn
Now 4-year-olds have smartphones.
yeah, now 4-year-olds
Yeah.
have smartphones. And I think it's kind of cool that we're going to fucking like we're young right now and we're going to be able to see like how much it progresses. We're going to like be
I
the
didn't
old
even get my
people.
I didn't even get my first smartphone until I was a sophomore in high school.
Really?
Oh, I didn't get one until I was in college.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Oh wait, no, my senior year I got my smartphone.
So you didn't even have like an iPod or anything like that?
No, I had an iPod Shuffle, but it didn't have a screen.
Well, I guess
Oh,
you did
I
have like
remember
a
those.
It was the
I
Gen
remember
2
those.
one.
I
I
didn't
think
even
I
have
still have
that.
it at my mom's. Still works.
I just had an MP3 player that had a bunch of pirated music.
yeah.
Did everyone have one?
Yeah.
That
The
was
good old days.
that was the first song I ever bought on fucking Apple Music was actually Poker Face by Lady Gaga because I really liked it.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
That's
I remember
right.
when Amazon Music was like the big thing.
I never remember that. I didn't think
I
that
don't
was.
remember that phase.
Oh.
Either. I remember when Pandora became a thing.
Oh, dude, right?
I still use Pandora.
Oh, I
Hey.
don't.
It's Apple Music and or Spotify for me.
You guys really want to talk about music? Let's talk about LimeWire, right?
What the fuck is LimeWire, man?
You don't know what LimeWire is?
Dylan. Are you being serious?
Yeah, I actually am being serious. I don't know what that is.
Holy cow.
I'm sure many other people don't know what the fuck that is either.
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay. So it
Not to implicate yourself here.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself. Nick.
I'm trying to like
What is it?
so it's basically a tool that was mainly I mean, I don't remember what its specific purpose was
Oh my
for,
god. Here you are
It was
dunking
for
on me
pirating
for
music. It was like the
but
thing
it
for
was
pirating music
used to
back then.
pirate music and like other pirated stuff.
it. Is this like before the Pirate Bay or something?
Pretty much. It was
Is
like early
LimeWire
2000s.
still a thing?
No,
It probably
it's
is.
not a thing anymore. Or at least
No,
not
it-
to my knowledge.
LimeWire AI Studio.
That's definitely not it.
It's the same company.
Oh,
Did you guys ever like have like a CD Walkman? Have you guys ever used one of those?
Oh yeah.
I used one of those. I remember doing that. And then you like fucking like go
Do you
running
remember
or
the-
something and it would just skip because it couldn't handle.
I had one of those chunky boys where you could like put the extra CDs in it, like in the bottom you could take it out and switch it out.
do you remember that the custodian in high school had one that he always wore?
Yeah.
And he'd walk around
Aw.
with the those like cheap like orange Sony headphones that came with.
That
it.
was a damn
They walk-
cassette player, man, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was
CD
a
player.
cassette player, man.
He
He was
made
he was
basic
old school
cassettes.
as fuck. I think he just had it because he
Yeah.
had such a big cassette collection. That's that.
That's
That's something that, hold on. That actually
not gonna
something
lie,
that
that's
makes me
kinda
happy
cool.
it came back is cassettes, cause like I have some like cool looking cassettes right here. You know, I got my Royal Blood one.
Uh huh.
It's yellow,
Man.
and then I got
Yellow.
Then I got these other Royal Blood ones. This one's blue, and then this
I-
one is kind of like this weird like salmon color. Yeah, of course you can't really see it, but yeah,
Damn.
I don't know. There's neat like little collection things that I think are cool.
I didn't know they like bands did that, like released cassettes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they started coming back shortly after vinyl started coming back.
Speaking of fucking cool 2000s things, you guys remember those plug and play fucking video games like the SpongeBob head where you like use the nose as controller?
Whoa.
In the fucking Mr. or Mrs. Pac-Man, you could plug in and fucking
Dude.
all that shit. Oh my god, those were like those took up so much of my time. I played those so
And
much.
I always wanted one, but I could never get one.
I had a Star Wars one. I had the SpongeBob one where his nose was the controller.
The Star
I
Wars one was
had-
like a ship, wasn't it?
The Star Wars one was the Millennium Falcon, and
That's
and
so
the
fucking
joystick-
cool,
Oh, it
dude.
was so cool. And then I think I had a Spider-Man.
Yeah, I had that one too. I actually have like a whole fucking tub of them. I thought about getting like an adapter and just playing them. I was like, these are
Hey,
great.
now I'm just gonna look at these.
There's so much creativity in the controllers for those. There really was. You couldn't find those kinds of controllers these days.
Here we go. We'll go to eBay. eBay's probably got some. I had an old like whenever I was young, I had a Tonka truck one. That was fun. What was the name of that? It wasn't like what were those called?
I remember because those games, I don't think like a lot of them saved your progress or anything like that because they were plug and play. But like I remember whenever I lived out on like the trailer, whenever I was really young, my mom and my dad like really like went hard on my SpongeBob game, and they got to this really high level that I could never get to, and I was really impressed. And they like went outside to like smoke a cigarette or something, and I just fucking like I was like, I'm gonna play real fast, and I fucking like killed them. And that's something that's always gonna haunt me. That's why my mom and dad got divorced, because I lost their fucking level. SpongeBob.
Oh man,
That's where it all went downhill.
dude, I'm
I
getting
want to pick
like
your guys' brain for a second. I just want to see if I was the only person that ever played this game. But did you guys ever play Super Nintendo as a kid?
Yeah.
I never had one.
Blake, you have
Around.
my Super Nintendo. You fucking.
I didn't play it as a kid.
Oh well, you still played it.
Not as
So
a
there's
kid.
this game.
The thing was as a kid.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Dylan. Gosh, you never listened to the question.
Why?
My bad.
It's okay,
There's this
Dylan, I
game
still
called
love you.
Brain Lord, and this was like the first like RPG ever.
Said brain.
I'm gonna look it up.
Brain Lord.
You're full
Brain
of
Lord.
shit.
I think it's
Lord?
Brain Lord. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I hate to burst your bubbles. Probably not the first RPG ever.
Well, like the first like big one on Nintendo.
Didn't Final Fantasy come out on Nintendo? Like, didn't they have a cart? Like one of the early
don't know.
ones.
I don't know when Final Fantasy started coming out. I thought that was like
First RPG on Nintendo.
I'm sure there's a Japanese exclusive one that never came to the
it's
West.
made by the same company that made Final Fantasy.
Square Enix.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Warrior.
The story to this game is so
Well-
fucking deep. You have no idea. It's literally so.
Yeah, I
fucking
just
deep.
remember this game being like so freaking intense, like, cause like it was like better than Zelda, like old school Zelda.
It's got a 4.6 out of 5 on most.
Roger, do you
Oh.
care for spoilers of this game, or do you want to play
This game that's older than I am. No.
it? You know, I figured I'd ask. I don't want to. It says the plot is Reimer's father, the last of the Dragon Warriors, was sent on a quest to find the last of the dragons terrorizing the village. His father never returned. It sounds like a Fallout game, if we're gonna be honest here. Years
Fallout
later,
is a
Reimer set out on his own journey to find out what happened to his father. Reimer is joined by his 4 friends: Kayshawn, a bounty hunter;
Sean? Is
Barnes,
that like K-pop? This is just Sean, but he's Korean.
a spiritual guru; Ren, a warrior; and Fatis, a witch. Each help him as he makes his way through the 5 dungeons in the land. Sounds pretty intense to me. I'm not gonna lie. There's 3 reviews of this game. 3 people reviewed it.
Means it was pretty popular back
Yeah,
in the day.
back in the day, 3 people played it.
There's a bunch of things for sale on eBay.
You should get it and play it, man.
Wow, I might.
What
I
was
don't
your?
even remember what games I have on the NES, the SNES. Phew.
Every time that I go to like an SNES store, Super Nintendo store, that had like fucking the cartridges, all they would ever have is those really shitty sports games. They never had anything good.
Yeah, Brain Lord.
We actually went and found it.
Wow,
Yeah.
how did you find that in your mess of a room?
I see. It's an organized mess. I know where stuff is,
It's really impressive.
but
Oh shit, it's the case. I remember that case.
I still got it, baby.
Got some real classics in there.
They're like actually, I went through this the other day and I didn't realize what all was actually in here. And I was
Yeah.
like, what?
There's some real classics in there, man.
There's most importantly, there's Tasmania.
Oh, dude.
I played that game
I
so
remember
much.
playing it on the Game Boy.
I kind of want to plug this in and play it sometime this week.
You got to.
The Lion King.
Fucking
Do
classic.
you have
I don't know what this is.
Do you have?
Oh,
Pac-Man
that's
Adventures?
fucking that's Wubsy or whatever his fucking name is.
Whoopsie.
Indiana Jones.
Did you play Pac-Man Adventures as a kid, Dylan?
Yeah, I did.
Oh
Dude,
my
that's a
God, dude.
great game.
I love Pac-Man Adventures.
Donkey Kong Country 3.
What was that fucking game where you played as the Burger King king and you fucking ran around and just, like hid and scared people? Like you jumped out of bushes and shit and like scared people. You played as
Burger King?
This one's wild.
Was it on the Super
Yoshi's Island.
Nintendo? Holy
Hey,
Yeah.
this might be worth something. You want to go for that?
Yeah. Speedy Gonzalez, Axel Lay. That sounds cool. Toy Story. I played this on a different console and I hated it because it was hard.
it?
The Toy Story game.
cow?
What else is there? Major League Baseball. This one's probably worth some money. Super Mario Kart.
Sneak King.
Yeah, Sneak King.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a stealth video game.
Yeah, on Xbox.
Burger King. Wait, it sold the game with the purchase of value meals.
Street really?
Yeah.
I remember the. Do you remember the Burger King bumper car game?
No, I don't remember that one. No.
Oh, dude, I used to play that with my uncle all the time. Hey yo,
Link to the Past.
I got that.
The player takes control of the king, the mascot for Burger King, who is tasked with sneaking around while delivering 4 different types of Burger King meals to hungry people.
Different console, but Dr. Mario.
I remember getting that.
Dude, the old Jurassic Park game was like the coolest game ever, though. That was like a super cool game. The OG Jurassic Park on Super Nintendo.
Porky Pig.
I fucking put so many hours into that one. I literally played that one for like a whole year straight.
Herbie's Dreamland 3. Jungle Book. Frogger.
Did you play
And-
Frogger's Big Adventure, Nick?
Super Mario All
I've
Stars.
had one of them on the Game Boy, but I don't know which one it was.
It was the
It may have been
3D
Big
one.
Adventure.
I played it
Dude,
on the
that
computer.
game, when you just like look at Frogger, like it gives you whiplash. It's scarring.
Frogger: The Great Quest, the 3D the 3D
it was a-
platform game.
It was a weird game. That was one of those games that should never have become a 3D platformer.
Yeah,
I
there's
think Blake is just projecting the skill issues of Frogger.
No, that has nothing to do with skill issues.
I don't know.
next time Blake says he's bored, I'm gonna say bullshit. You have so many gems of games you can just sit there.
Yeah,
and play.
seriously.
You'll
I just
never-
gotta plug.
Ask him how many
I just gotta
unfinished
plug
games
him
he
in.
has.
Hey,
Not that I have any room to talk, but
I
no,
say
I was about to say.
I say that's something we should do one day. We just get together and just play the plug and play games, and we play the SNES games. Just fucking go at it.
I would love that.
Yeah.
A bunch of old games here still, I think.
What was your favorite old game, Roger? And don't let it be something that isn't everybody else's favorite old game. It can't be The Legend of Zelda.
I get define how old.
Super Nintendo
Wait, I-
era.
Super Nintendo era. Then it has to be Earthbound.
What did you
It
say?
just has to be. Earthbound.
Earthbound. Okay.
Yeah, that game was so much fun, man. I played through it twice. It was great.
What kind of game was Earthbound? Was it an RPG?
Yeah. It's kind of a wacky RPG though. It kind of throws some mechanics on its head and make you panic
isn't
a
it
lot.
like super dark too?
The Japanese version is. The Western version is censored in certain places. You fight the KKK.
Oh,
Nick does that on a daily basis.
Earthbound is like connected to the Mother series, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Mother 2.
Yeah.
Earthbound is just the English name because they changed it for some
Oh,
reason.
gotcha.
Can you give me a short summary of the sad story that is of that game? I think I halfway remember it, but I don't know. Just give me a short summary.
I actually don't want to because if someone is listening out there and has not played Earthbound, do yourself a favor and go play Earthbound.
Fair enough.
Womp
You
womp.
you can get it on.
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure,
Nintendo
yeah.
Switch you can play it.
Don't they also have a? Is it Mother 3 that there?
Yeah, Mother
No.
3's on the. I thought that was on the Super 10. I thought they just got added or something.
I don't think I'd have to check, but I'm pretty sure not. We never because it's a Game Boy Advance game, Mother 3, and it's never gotten an official English translation. It's been stuck in Japan forever. There is a fan translation for ROM, which I played, and I fucking bawled my eyes out at the end because the ending is not happy.
Damn.
Because the end isn't not happy.
Do you guys remember on the Game Boy Color, they had those little like connectors that you would put on top of it and had the lights that shone down on it so you could fucking play it in like the cars?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, my dad hated that thing because it was so fucking bright when I would play it in the car. He's just like, just turn it off, son.
We're gonna get pulled over.
It was just so distracting because it was so bright and he would always see it in his mirrors.
That was the biggest lie I've ever heard growing up. When my parents told me that if you turned on the interior lights of the car, you would get pulled over and get ticketed for it.
See, I never got told that. I just got yelled at to turn it off. Otherwise, I get my ass beat.
Well,
So for
two
context,
two different childhoods, buddy.
Context to all of our viewers who have never seen a game, who never had to deal with that, which makes us sound old. But
We are old.
Game Boy Color, right?
Whoa,
ready?
that is
He's
cool.
flexing
I have
it
a Game,
again.
hold on. I have
Ready,
a Game Boy
ready,
Pocket. Hold on.
ready. That's how dark it is,
Yeah.
and this is with lights shining on it already. Let's just wait till it gets to the main screen. That's how dark this is.
It's heart gold.
I'm so jealous of you right
This
now.
gold, heart gold's
Yeah, but I'll say this is just gold, son.
I'm gonna have to buy one. I've got an itch. I've got to itch now. This is bad.
Yeah, no, I'm playing it right now. I can barely see.
Is this what you were playing when you were waiting for Helldivers to load you in?
Got the Game Boy Pocket here.
Your Game Boy is not as cool as Blake's Game Boy.
Yeah,
Mine's older,
flashlight.
dummy.
Oh, you want to go something even cooler?
And then I got my SP.
Is that what we're doing right now?
And then I got my Advance. Which my Advance, I don't know if
I
the
do.
battery's
I
still
do want
working.
advance. I will admit that.
See, I got an Advance and put a backlit screen in it.
Does the
Feels like
Advance
it's
still have
okay.
the fucking light problem?
That's what I want to do. I want to get.
Yeah, but I put a backlit screen in mine.
Oh hell yeah!
Cause I'm that cool.
Is it mine?
I want to get a backlit screen so bad for my Game Boy Color. But you know what I don't need a backlit screen for? This bad boy.
What the
Oh
hell
my
is that?
God.
All the
This
micro-
is a Game Boy Micro. Can't even see the screen, it's so bright. Now these bad boys are expensive.
Are they really?
Oh, dude, they're
uh,
stupid expensive.
Here, let's just go into eBay and see what the average price is. Game Boy Micro. This one. Let's see here. They go anywhere from $100 to $200
Ooh.
Damn.
Why?
because I don't think a lot of them were made.
Yeah, it was a very short line because that was like they were like right before the DS came out.
What kind of cartridges do they take? Do they take the
The Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. For context, the Game Boy Advance sold 36.2 million. The Game Boy Advance SP sold 43 million. The Micro sold 2 million.
I don't know if you could see it. We got the old Picto chat pulled up.
Ah.
He had the OG DS.
Dude, I had one, but I gave it to my best friend at the time whenever I got a DSi because I wanted to play Mario Kart with him.
No.
That's so wholesome, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a good DS.
I remember whenever I had the Super Mario 64 whenever they made it for the DS or whatever. You could like play with your friends on those mini games, and in my like kid head, that way like if you were connected to your friend, like next to each other, and if you got in a car and drove away from each other, you'd still be connected. So like, yeah, I mean, I was obviously not right, but if only.
Isn't it kind of crazy that I haven't touched those things in probably years, and the battery's just fine?
Dude, the
I just-
batteries for the DS in particular are freaking champ. That thing never dies.
Let's test it.
Doing some live action here.
That's right.
Every time I've ever checked on my DS, just for the nostalgia's sake, it has always had power, and I have no idea why.
I need
Yeah.
more Game Boy games. I don't have nearly enough Game Boy games.
That's not the case for the Switch. every time I pick it up and it hasn't been plugged in, it's just dead.
Yeah.
Let's test it.
We need to finish Mario Wonder or something.
We really do. We really do.
Fun game. Oh, 3DS. I was talking about the elder, like the OG.
I don't have the OG one anymore, but I just want to see if this turns on. Aww.
Oh,
You've disappointed it.
yep.
But look how pretty it is.
Yep.
It may be pretty, but it's also pretty dead.
Well, this has been a long enough episode, so Roger, you take us out, buddy.
Oh, dude, I get to take us out?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Take
well,
us out to dinner.
this,
You have to say exactly what Nick always says, though, where you owe me $100.
I owe you $100 to do your job.
Yeah.
Do the
Womp
outro.
Womp womp.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to be a terrible friend. How does it go? Remember, everybody, you're nobody until you're somebody. No, that's There we go. That's the outro. You can find Mr. Nicky J at Beefier Titan and Cryptwalkers, the new video channel. One Guy Gaming, aka Blake, and Mr. D himself, Mr. Dill. And of course me at Velociraptor. Thank you for watching.
Love you.
All right, Nick,
So
you can
much.
take it out for real.
Oh, okay. I'm being edited out. It's okay. Bite your lip at me.
Getting moved. Remember, everybody, you're nobody till somebody, and that somebody is me. I love you. Good night.
Okay, you're going to have to do that again because the internet cut out and you literally just fucking ad-lib through all that.
No, leave it. Leave it. It's perfect.
Freaking kidding me, Clark?
Ark.
Then do I have to actually do that again, or what are we doing?
Do it again real fast.
All right. All right. Remember, everybody, you're nobody till somebody loves you. And that somebody is me. I love you. Good night.